What's going on, Skid? A lot of guys ask how I do make readies or turn apartments. I've got a couple of turn videos already, but they're older and an old playlist, so I'll make another one. I won't go too in depth and make it long or anything. I'll just go through some points that I do. First thing I do when I come in, turn the dishwasher on. Make sure it's working, make sure it's not leaking. I wrap a trash bag on the oven door here. Do the drip pans. Well, I need 2 hands for that one. Just get them some drip pans. I'll leave them out. These are the new ones. I'll leave them out for the cleaners so they can come in here and wipe it all real good. Then they put the burners in. They usually do a good job. I know some guys are like, oh, you trust the cleaners putting them in good? They usually do. But that's the first thing I do. Come in, dishwasher, drip pans. The second thing I do is I check the toilet seat. Make sure it's not all chipped and beat up, stained. This one looks good, pretty good. This one can be hit with some sanitizing bleach or Clorox. I always bring one though, just in case, and I'll replace it if it's all beat up. But this one looks good. You know, some people are like, oh, that's kind of gross. I mean, does a hotel change the toilet seat after every guest? No, just sanitize it and it's good. There's nothing wrong with it. No reason wasting money replacing it when it can just be bleached. So that's it for that. That's my 3 things that I do right off the bat. Dishwasher, drip pans, check the toilet seat. All right, after I do those 3 things, I start at the front door, then I start my turn. Just make sure the door is good. Nothing's loose, deadbolts are lined up. That's good. Check the peephole, make sure you can see out of it. It's not all painted, you know, nasty. And then, because I'm right-handed, I go along the right wall all the way around the apartment. If you're left-handed, you can go that way, but I'm right-handed, so I'll start here and I just touch everything. Just make sure everything's good. That filter looks good. You also want to change the filter in your turns. I'll have to straighten that out when I got 2 free hands. Door stops there. Yep. Light bulbs are good. Yep. Then I'll just start rolling down the right side of the wall. And I can't emphasize this enough. Touch everything. These residents are slick and they will super glue something and where it looks nice and you didn't touch it, then the new guy moves in, new person, and it's all messed up. So just touch everything. I can't stress that enough. Just rolling around the right side. I'm not going to make this a long video and do everything, guys, but I think you get the point. Make sure the door latches. Come on in the bathroom. Fan works. Turn the faucet on. Ah, see? That doesn't work. So when something's broken, either stop right there and fix it, or what I do, if it's something that's going to be time consuming, I'll write it down on a piece of paper. Things I need in turn, I'll get a pen and write it down. If it's going to be time consuming. But I can fix this right away. Make sure the door latches and locks. Yep, door locks. Alright, that's good. So yeah, if it's broken, stop right there and fix it, or go write it down, because you won't remember. I promise you. I used to think I would, and I never did. Thing has got some kind of gunk in it. That's what's stopping it right there. Little gunky. Let me stop here and clean this out, and I'll keep rolling. Okay, good. Now, again, touch everything. I cannot emphasize that enough. Touch everything. Look under here for a leak. And just keep rolling around. Make sure that's not loose. That's not loose. Turn the shower on. Make sure it works. Flush the toilet. Look around for water. Make sure there's no water around the bowl. Again, I'm just touching everything, man. I'm rolling around. I'm still hanging on the right side. Toilet paper holder is good. I'll take that off, or the cleaners will get it. Door stop's there, it's good. Look in here, make sure all the racks are not hanging by a thread. That's good. Now come out and just keep hanging to the right, Skid Bro. That's how I do it. And if something's broken, I stop right there and fix it, or go write it down on my paper. Make sure the fan works. I mean, just, I'm not gonna make this a long video, but touch doggone everything. These residents are slick, big dog. Just to get that deposit back, I come in and I touch everything. All the blinds, make sure they work. Yep. Raise the windows. Make sure they come up nice and easy. Up and down. Make sure the locks work. That's it, guys, and I'm just gonna keep rolling through the apartment. Coming around to the right. Those are good. You know, there's going to be times when you look at something, you're like, oh, that looks pretty good. No, go touch it. Go touch it, big dog. I promise you. You'll be a master turner. You look at something like, oh man, that looks good. No need to. No, go touch it. Yeah, I found an old classic example. See, they'll close the blind, kind of get them all straightened out. If you don't touch it, you're like, oh, that looks good. I'll just keep on going, and you just move on. Come over here and touch everything, bros. Look at there. Oop, we got a drooper. That's what I'm talking about. They slick, big dog. So I got to replace this blind. That's kind of time consuming, so I wrote it down. Come back to it. I've made it to the living room. Oh, that light's not working on the fan. Maybe it says switch. Oh, maybe I need to pull the chain. Nope, needs a bulb, so I'll go get one right now, or I'll write it down, because you won't remember, I promise you. I've been down that road, you won't remember. Write it down or fix it right there. So that's it, guys. That's a little quick video on how I do things. I just keep going around the whole apartment, the right side wall, and touch doggone everything. Because here's what some dudes do. I used to work with guys like this. They come in, just look around like, yeah, that looks pretty good, big dog. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Everything looks pretty good. Then they'll just walk out. And then the doggone new resident will move in. They'll have a move-in inspection sheet a mile long because they didn't touch everything. Go in, go along the right wall and touch everything. If it's broken, fix it right there. If it's going to be time consuming, go write it down, come back to it. Now I'm in the kitchen, man, so open all the cabinets. Make sure all the hinges are good. Sometimes you'll get a warbler. If you get a warbler, just tighten it up. I always carry my Phillips head with me. Oh, dude, always get nailed for this. Surface light on the microwave. Always got nailed. Not anymore, though. Make sure it works. It's just a little bulb in there, but that used to get me back in my younger days. So I'm just gonna keep on moving, keep on touching everything. All the way around, make sure the garbage disposal works. Now in the kitchen you can't hang to the right, you gotta go to the left, kind of do a audible blitz up the middle. Make sure the old disposal works. It's good. Dishwasher's been running a while, no water in front of it. That's always a good thing. Let's keep on moving. And hugging the right wall just keeps everything in order, so you're not going in all scattered like, oh, there's a bulb over there. Oh, the microwave handle's loose. You're just not scattered. You'll get there when you get there. You just stay along the right side of the wall, patiently fixing things as you go along. So it just keeps you from being all scattered, like going in all different directions, no kind of formula, no kind of system. So that's why I like to just go along the right wall, and it works. An old veteran taught me that, and I never forgot it. I've always loved it and turned apartments that way. That's how I do it. All right, guys. Thank y'all for watching. See you in the next one. Late.